Okay, hello everybody. Uh, okay, anyways. Welcome back. Stream number 4. Long awaited. I had to take care of some other projects over the course of these last couple of weeks, so I haven't had time to do this. But today we are diving into, and I know I've said this about a lot of the places that we've already been, that they're all horrible, and I was not incorrect in that statement. However, I think this level is genuinely the worst level in the game. The whole thing is very difficult. It's not like a piece of it is hard, like Blight Town, how descending the catwalks is the really difficult part, but once you get down on the ground, it's not too bad. This whole level that we're going to do today, Sen's Fortress, is pretty terrible. I'm a hair under-leveled, but I think I'll be okay. I'm close enough. Oh, hang on, I gotta turn my volume down. That's very loud. But we're going to meet some NPCs. We're going to find some cool treasures and fight some snake men and probably get knocked off a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of narrow catwalks and it's not going to be very fun. I'm still a little loud on my end. Give me 1 second. If I can find the cursor. There it is. Okay, that's better. So you'll notice I've got a different weapon than last time. The halberd. It's going to be very useful in this area. We'll need the reach on it. But if you recall, in the last few sessions, we rang a couple of bells, and that made a giant up there wake up and open this door. And you will notice as we come up these steps that our Onion Knight friend is no longer here, because we have opened the door. Now he's gone inside, and at some point here, I think sooner rather than later, honestly, we will run into him one more time. So this is Sen's Fortress. This place is designed as a sort of gatekeeping measure for Anorlando, the city of the gods. And what I was just trying to do there, I was going to have a little more time before this guy tried to attack me, was tried to trigger a trap, had to shoot him in the back. And I hit him once, but it didn't do as much as I wanted. But the halberd is very useful against these guys, because as you can tell, they've got very long necks, very long swords, and they've got a lot of reach. And so having a weapon like the halberd is good for that, for obvious reasons. Whereas their long sword, if you remember last time in the last stream, which was a little shorter, I tried coming through here and kind of got wrecked by these guys, because my sword is not good enough to stay out of their reach. So, we've got the necessary stat requirements to use a halberd, which I believe is a strength of 16 and a dexterity of 12. I have a strength that was more than suitable, it's over 20, but I needed 1 more point in my dexterity. It only triggers once. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, there's one more of these guys. So these snake guys, like, I was looking up doing some digging, trying to find some lore information. And honestly, there's not a lot. The closest I could gather was actually some Dark Souls 3 lore that talks about how the snake men in that game were very similar looking to these guys, are actually descendants of ancient dragons, and so I can only presume it's the same for these guys, that these are somehow related to dragons in some way, although I could not say exactly what it is. God, I'm using a lot of Estus. I'm pretty rusty. I haven't played this game a whole heck of a lot since the last stream. I did a little bit of leveling, but I'm being a little reckless. I may have to do this again. Because these guys are really... I just need to be more patient, is what this is boiling down to. These guys are not difficult to avoid their attacks. I'm just kind of letting them hit me. Because I'm being impatient. These guys are slow enough. I wonder if I could just like forego my shield a little bit and get a little more damage out of a two-handed attack. Ooh, yeah, much better. Okay. Yeah, that's excellent. So what we're gonna do for this is let's take it past these idiots. We're kind of just run through this until we get to the next bonfire, because this is a really hazardous level, and if we don't just get the bonfires as quickly as we can and get the shortcuts and stuff opened up, it makes exploring and finding all the good items a lot more difficult than it really has to be. So, but now that we're actually inside, first up we get a little soul over here. That's cool. Big soul. Okay, see, now this is where things are going to get to be just horrific. So yeah, it's a long ways down. And look, a Titanite demon. There are 2 more of them down there if you get knocked off, so that's great. So we need to avoid all these blades. Avoiding those first 2 is not hard. Getting past those guys is a little more difficult if you don't time it right. There's a guy up there who's shooting lightning bolts at us. And there's another guy around here who will show up in a second? Wait, what? Where'd he go? There's supposed to be another guy there. Well, that's nice, I'll take it. I see that fool up there. Where is he? There he is. Shooting lightning at us. But there's supposed to be another guy there. That's very weird. I'll take it though, you know? I'll take it. One less enemy to worry about. I'm fine with that. Alright, so here we go. This is another big thing where it's timing related. And also, you're just going to have to suck it up and take a couple of hits probably from this idiot. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that two-handed attacks are a lot more effective, so we're going to use that fact. Oh, really? You're not triggering that trap? Fine. This is also the first level in Dark Souls 1 where we will encounter a mimic. I'm just going to trigger that so we don't walk backwards into it or something. Yeah, there's a sleeping man down there. We'll come back for him in a minute once we've gotten through some of the other areas of this. Oh! Oh! Okay, alright, I'll take it. Oh, here he comes. Whoop. And that's why we set the trap off, so that we have to fight guys like this. Come here, fool. Not what I wanted to have happen there. Okay. Got him. Excellent. God, I cannot believe. So one of the problems that we were having, if you recall, and why I only have 5 Estus to start with, is because Lautrec of Karim, that golden armored bastard that we freed from the cage before the gargoyles. Oh, I hope I didn't start running too late. Oh, it's getting really close. Okay, I'm gonna go up here because there's a good item in here. But in any case, the Trek of Kareem, he killed our firekeeper at Vital Shrine. And so we no longer have access to it, which is just perfect. Right before coming through one of the harder stretches of the game. So what do these say here? Liar ahead, hidden path. There. No. See, See, people are jerks. But I don't think this is the place. But when you get to Sen's Fortress, I highly advise frequently checking the status of your sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at the notes. Highly, constantly checking these chests to make sure they're not mimics, because I think there's only one here. But if you don't know where it is, mimics are the worst. They look like exactly like a chest, but they're monsters. And if you open them up without getting them to reveal their true form first, you get pretty well screwed. So let this next boulder fall here. And we'll be able to get these boulders to move around, which will be very helpful. We have to get up to that department of the fortress first, which can be something. This is almost certainly going to be a multi-attempt. Yeah, come here, idiot. Trigger that trap, please. Oh, why are they? They're not triggering the traps like they should be. I'm frustrated by this. Uh-oh. Why did the kick, man? The kick always gets me when I don't want it to. I'm concentrating. There's no avail. Death. I have a very hard time imagining getting very far into the next level from here, because my goodness, Sen's Fortress, this place is awful. And if you will notice that I am not reversing my hollowing, because it will just be a waste of humanity. However, we did get a very good ring. And I think I'm going to put that on in lieu of the rusted iron ring. Boost defense versus physical attacks. That can only be a good thing. So that's one of the really good items in this level as I was doing my research. The Ring of Steel Protection. It is. So, I'm going to kind of get into a little bit of the lore here. I want to pull up the item description. Enter. Toggle display. So, this ring belonged to the Night King Rendell. It grants its wearer protection by boosting defense against physical attacks. Of the many legends surrounding Night King Rendell, one of the more well-known speaks of his standing down to a giant drake and slashing it to pieces. I don't know anything about that. I couldn't find much about old Knight Rendell. But Night King Rendell, based on what I was able to find, is the king of a kingdom called Baldur. And we ran into a few of the Baldur Knights as we've been moving around and fighting our way through the Undead Burg. If you remember some of those knights, those guys with the red capes, some of them had rapiers. Those are the Baldur Knights. And they are one of two groups of knights that tried to fight their way through Sen's Fortress and gain access to Anor Londo, because they were trying to discover why the first flame had been fading and why the curse of the undead had started to take hold of everybody. And we'll run into a few that we've actually already fought a couple of knights of Baldur, as we've seen, but we've also fought another knight of we fought one of the knights from the other group. Oh God, of course he didn't get hit by any of them. We fought. I'll elaborate on it in just a moment. I don't want to waste my Estus, so I'm trying to be careful. Ha ha! 2 hits. Suck it. Ow, got me. He got me once. That was stupid. I knew he was going to try and do that. I'm being very reckless. So I'm trying to get through this quickly, and that's just a mistake. dang it. I'm doing very poorly. Oh, goodness, dude. Every time. What is wrong with me? Alright. You know what? Reset. We're just doing this again. That was dumb. Okay, before I get into the fight with this guy, I will finish elaborating on the Knights of Baldur and the other knights. So the Baldur Knights, we fought a few of them before, and they were ruled by Knight King Rendel, from what I can surmise. And they were trying to, again, get through Sen's Fortress so they could get to Anor Londo. And you can if you see the wall kind of up at the top of my screen, top center, that's the wall of Anor Londo. And we have to get, in order to get there, to find the Lord Vessel, if you remember. That weird snake dragon guy, Kingseeker Cath? Frampt. Kingseeker Frampt. There's another guy like him, Cath. I'm getting my weird snake people confused. We have to get to Anor Londo. That's kind of our next big objective, to get the Lord Vessel. And that will allow us to begin the process of rekindling the first flame. And several groups of knights attempted to do that in the past after hearing of the prophecy that we learned of in our first session with Oscar. Read it out loud. Read it again. Let me find my notes here. It is, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords, which is Lordran. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. So they heard of that prophecy, and set out to discover what it meant. And in doing so, they tried to get up to Anor Londo. The other group of knights that took part in that same thing were called the Knights of Baranik, which is a land of very powerful knights. We fought a Knight of Baranik, the guy, that really big mini-boss, by the chapel, just kind of actually up and around the corner from inside there. Those are the Knights of Baranik. They're very large, very heavily armored. They were almost like half giant, or similar to giants in some capacity, from what I understand. But they also failed. And the ones that we find are those that are still around. They've gone hollow, and things are just not going very well for those few that are left. Ugh. God dang it. That ring is helping though, it does do a little less damage. God, I hate these guys. If I can get my souls back, I go get some Titanite shards and open this weapon up for a little more damage. But having the reach against these guys makes a... Aha! You're running away, coward. Thought I was going to kill you for sure. Okay, Sen's Fortress. Okay. Alright, we're going to take an Estus here. I'm going to try something. Screw it. We're going to try and run. This might be really stupid, and I might lose all those souls. But in Sen's Fortress, those sorts of things are usually... see, there he is. This is the guy that I was talking about. He's usually here to make things very difficult. Basically because he can. Okay. Yeah. You get knocked off. Oh, I didn't get knocked off. That's unfortunate. That's right, we're making progress. Getting through it. Oh, that's not where you want to stop, ideally. Maybe for obvious reasons. Get out of my way. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, that trap before. Take that idiot out. Okay. So again, here's this guy. Probably. No. Is that a one time only? And there's some stuff done that way that I will get, but I want to get the bonfires and stuff first. Excellent, we got our souls back. Got a couple of guys who can run over my boulders, which I am all about. There we go. See, the traps sometimes, if you're clever and can time things right and get a little lucky, you can use it to your advantage. Okay, so this part is going to be just... This is not good. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to lighten and low so I can move a little faster. Because if we can get up to the right of this bowl where these boulders are coming from, we can make them stop. And that's kind of what I was hoping to avoid. So here's what we can do. We can do a couple of things. There's a few sort of secret-y things we can do. So, you will see that's where the sleeping bag was. We've knocked a big old hole in the wall. So we're going to let that boulder take out that sleeping guy before we go down there. And I'm also going to have to reposition this. How we doing? Oh, he's almost done for. So from this room, we'll come back here to reposition this a few times. There are... Excuse me, hydrate. A number of sort of secret-y things. See, this is where we're coming from before. So now that we've gotten that out of the... Well, no. I'm getting distracted with all the fun stuff. What we really need to be focusing on is getting in that bonfire. So, onward we go then. So, traps here. Not too terrible to avoid, but definitely nasty if you get hit. Praise the sun. Praise it. I can see it through that tiny light. Tiny window. Okay, cool. We're making decent headway. Try dashing through. Not a chance. Oh, this one we definitely have to dash through. Ugh, this is... I'm not looking forward to this. That was a nail biter. I was not a fan of that. Not even a little bit. Okay, well, here's an item, I guess. We're gonna fight this guy for it. Oh, can I would like Oh, yeah! Got visceral. A blind visceral. Couldn't even see it happen. Drop my shield because you can block. You can't block all. This shield blocks 100% of the physical damage from these guys. And that's just very good. It's really good, and especially when you need to conserve Estus. You know, it's frickin' necessary, man. Freaking necessary. So we got that item. That's good. And just let me kind of take a second here. Okay. So is this guy. It looks like the thing is though, he's not attacking us right now. But I don't. Yep. See, as I say, I don't trust that he won't. As if we get near the stairs. Dark Souls, and it likes to mess with you like that. Oh god, I thought I had way more to walk here. I was right, because I go this way. Oh, 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 oh! That sucks, that sucks. And as you would expect, Sen's Fortress being an absolute pain in the ass, there's a lot of really good items here. And I'm going to try, I made note of the good items to look for. So we're going to do our best to find them. Normally what I do with Sen's Fortress is I get through it as quickly as possible. And then once I get the Lord Vessel, I can start to... Oh god, I'm an idiot. Start to fast travel between bonfires, and it makes getting around Sen's Fortress so much easier because then you can just go to the places that you need to get to without having to deal with every all this stupid crap in between. But it's not going to. I'm out of Estus, so I think though we're getting sort of close to the place where I should be able to drop down to get to a bonfire. So we're not doing too well. It helps that I have prior knowledge. This place is probably one of the most unforgiving. There are like specific sections of the game that are more unforgiving than this, but as an entire level, I don't think there's any other place that's this bad. And like bosses are a completely different subject matter when Dark Souls bosses. Alright. Okay, cool. There's not that I have enough stamina to kill those guys sort of outright. Oh god, I don't have any health. Ah, look at this freaking catwalk. Isn't this the best? Isn't this the best? Gah. Okay, so we're very close to being able to drop down to a bonfire, so I'm really going to try and not die here in the next, like, 2 minutes. But what makes that difficult is that there's a guy up here that throws flaming boulders at us. Drop down! Bonfire! Excellent! Guys, we made it to a bonfire. We only did it one time. That was very good. That was very good. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of some of the things in my inventory that I don't need to have on the person. Oh, I'm gonna use that. I think I'll be able to level up if I use that Soul of a Brave Warrior. So like, look at this. Okay, Soul of a Brave Undead Warrior who was long ago gone hollow. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. Just... what does that even mean? We're gonna use it though. Because I think I'll be able to get a level over here. Yes, definitely will be able to get it. Okay, let's see. What do we want? Vitality, endurance, strength. I want vitality. I want a little more health. Level 46. So apparently this place is rated for like level 50 plus, so we are a little underpowered for it, which is definitely contributing to the difficulty factor. Is this true? We'll find out. Nope, it's not true. I knew it. I knew you were lying to me. Okay, so it's because we had to drop down to get to that bonfire. We have to kind of double back. Now that we've got that, and we're a lot closer to stuff up here, we're gonna kind of have a little bit of an explore. This is an elevator that is untrustworthy at the best of times, so we're gonna not ride it. Because I can never remember what the top floor on it is, and if you get to the top floor on it, it's just like you get killed by spikes instead. It doesn't actually go to a floor. Ow! You charlatan. Suck it! Oh. No, thank you. Nope. No, no, no. Ow, ow, ow. Jerk. Okay, you're dead. Now, I am going to backtrack. Well, no. I'm not backtracking. That's madness. What's wrong with me? Because there's a couple of things that we need to take, like, just deal with before this place is properly safe to explore. One of them is the guy up there who's throwing frickin' giant explosives at us. There's a couple of keys we need to get, and just kind of some odds and ends we need to do before we can really, like, engage. So this is a sweet shortcut, probably the best shortcut in the entire game as far as ease of access goes, but we need a key. And we can't get that key just yet. Because as I said, we need to kill this guy who's going to just keep throwing explosives at us. And if you're paying attention, you can see the black marks on the ground where he most certainly... Here's some more of those Baldur Knights. Some of these guys didn't make it into Sin's Fortress after all. But they did not make it all the way to Anor Londo. But we are, because we are the chosen undead, and we are a badass. Alright, so I think for this guy, even though the weapon's not as strong... That's a pretty significant difference. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just trying to think of what's the best weapon to take this guy out, because this is an enemy that is very easy to deal with if you kind of like cheat, and that's how exactly we're going to do it. He's kind of like lure him over, make him all mad. Sometimes it takes a second, but he'll start doing like this big old tantrum attack when he can't hit us, and then after that, oh god, that was great. He hit me through a wall. Didn't realize he had that power. Alright, dude. Ow! You jerk! Do your thing. Have your stupid baby tantrum. See what he's supposed to do. Do it. Come on, you loser. There it is. Okay. See, you're supposed to do this. And then he'll do that. And then we can get some free shots in. before he stands back up. I don't really know how much damage you're doing because his health bar's up so high. We didn't really do that much, but he got like a third of his health down. Yeah, like a quarter of it. So I wonder if we go Sam's shield. Do your thing. Have another fit. Come now. There he goes. There he goes. That was pretty good. That did a lot more damage. It's kind of boring, I know, but this is the safest way to... Oh, cool. He didn't take very long to do it again. That's exactly perfect. Okay, so once we kill this guy, he's a mini-boss, so he will stay dead once we kill him. Which I guess will be... Oh god, that is mega frustrating. Can we just get in there and get one quick shot? Yep, great. Okay, so now he's dead, so he'll stop throwing those massive freaking stupid explosives at us, which gives us a lot more leeway to have a look around up here and get some of the other items that we will be making use of. So we'll come back and go that way in just a moment. We're going to double back now that he's dead and get a very important key, which I believe is the key to that shortcut. I know it's the key for something else for sure. I think they're the same key. See, there's one of the Baranike Knights. B-E-R-E-N-I-K-E. If you remember, we fought one of those in the first session, I believe. So now what we want to do is we want to get the key for those cages, because once you see where they go, you will understand why I called it the best shortcut in the entire game. Alright, so we're going to have to get rid... See, that's the guy, too. We can kill him as well. He's the guy who is dropping the boulders down, so if we take him out, that stops. Okay, so we're going to... This is a kind of a tricky jump to make. Let's kind of get a closer look at it so you can see. If you jump, you have to try and jump off this narrowest point. You will not make it, nothing unless you're wearing like very little armor, I think. And you get the timing right to make it from any other point. So the trick is to try and jump off that side as close to that side as you can. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a run up here. Whoa, that was super close. I thought I was for sure going to roll off. And I don't think that would have killed me, but it definitely would have taken some damage, and I'd have to walk all the way back up here and try again. So I'm glad we made that on the first attempt. And here's another Baranike Knight, although he's not quite as large as the rest of them. I think I couldn't really find out a whole heck of a lot of information about this guy, other than he's another crestfallen dude, and he's a merchant who will sell us some things.
What? Who are you? Another undead, eh? I took on Sam's fortress alone, but I was no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. You think we're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out with your soul searching.
What else do you have to say?
More to say?
No.
Finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool.
Wow, this dude is just a real downer. A real old bummer. Hey, look, we can buy some of the Onion Knight armor here, but we're not going to spend our money on that, and all this other stuff is very heavy and expensive, and We don't have the money for it. These are very good rings. Stone plate rings in Dark Souls are super good. They boost your defense against elemental type damages, magic, lightning, fire. They're real nice to have. So we'll probably have to come back here and buy those from him at some point because they're good for half the boss fights. But we have to go all the way down this freaking tower, and don't you dare think of dropping down to the bottom of it because you will die. Dark Souls does not tolerate that sort of nonsense. And I should have had my weapons out. Come here, sir, or madam. As I think is the case with these four-armed magic snake people. I think they're females. That was nice. Cage key. I believe this is what we need. But this key is a game changer. It makes progressing through Sense Fortress and double backing and having to loot around for stuff so much better, and you will understand momentarily exactly what I'm talking about. Although, unless you've actually played the game, I can't really say that you'll have a full appreciation for the significance of this key and this true, incredible nature. But since we are about to hit a bonfire, I'm just gonna take that. Some stuff down here we'll look at too. A couple of enemies and some items down here. There's a chest, I know for sure. A couple of Balder Knights. These are a little more difficult than the ones we were fighting in the Undead Parish. Just for the leveling aspect of the game. The progression. Why don't you come up here? Why don't you come up here? Nice, 68 damage with the halberd. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to come up here. So, 77 at damage. Excellent. There, Balder. Balder, buddy. Oh, you're gonna back away now. Got him. Dead. You dead fool. There's another one down here around the corner. Chest. Oh yeah, that's some good damage with the two-handed attack. I like that. It is riskier, of course, but that is the trade-off. No thanks. I'm glad I staggered him. That was kind of reckless. Did him in! And we got a Titanite shard onto the deal, that's good. Yes, the Flamestone Plate Ring. That's just what I was talking about. So yeah, those stone plate rings are very good. And nothing in Dark Souls that I've ever discovered or used is really like... As far as items go, unless you're using very, very low level, underpowered items, nothing is going to be really like, whoa, overpowered, game-breaking good, but it will be good enough to give, to make like negating damage in fights where enemies are using that type of damage useful. It is for sure useful. So we're not going to do it right now because, again, I want to get through the area and kind of get the Lord Vessel and stuff, and I don't know if we'll come back here in the stream. I guess sound off in the chat if you want to come back here and have a more of a look around. And again, we're going to try and get through a lot of it, but this place is just really difficult, so I don't know how much more we're going to do. today. And killing this guy is a pretty low priority. But if you can take him out, he is a mini-boss, and so the stones will not drop anymore. But they're very easy to avoid, and honestly, they don't really, excuse me, ever pass through areas that are, it's hard to get through if they're there, really. This guy, you can pretty much ignore. There's nothing down there, really. He might drop some items or something, and he'll give you some souls if you fight him, but there's no other items down there. Okay, so I hope that this key works for this. Yes, it does. So, cage key, allow me to demonstrate where this will take us. Down we go, all the way through the stupid fortress to right here by the door. I'm okay. Really, it's fine. So there's a few items and things we're going to have to double back for and come get through here by opening up secret passages and moving that boulder around and blowing up a wall and whatever. So we will do that. But we are going to also poke around at some of the other things up here, because it's easier to move around up here, so we're going to do this first. That's a boss fog wall, so that is the last thing we are going to do in this area. Because the Lord Vessel, while up in Anor Londo, is the reward for beating the boss of that area, so we won't be getting it for quite some time yet still. I just wanted to see what was down here, but there's nothing for now. There is an NPC we can summon in for the boss fight when we hit the reverse or hollowing, which we will do before the fight, but since we're not going to have the fight right now, there's no point. Alright, so we're going to go that way. We're going to go fight that guy and get over to that set of stairs over there. There's an NPC enemy we'll fight over there, and a couple of items that will be worth selling, and depending on your playstyle, useful. I don't really use them, but I think it does. One of the weapons we can go there is a very fast rapier sort of thing, and I can see that would be appealing to some folks. Okay, so I think this guy's speed is going to be our best bet. So we're going to swap back to the longsword, which I should level up now that we can get to the top of it very so quickly. Yeesh, that does very little damage. This guy is going to be pretty hard. Let's try the rapier again. Rapier, halberd. No thank you, sir. No thank you. Oh, you freaking cheater. Fine. Fine. Have an Estus. See if I care. See if I care, you big idiot. No, thank you. Get him. I can't remember if he's a mini-boss, but if I die up here, we'll find out. I don't think he counts as a mini-boss once you get to this part of the game. I think he's just a regular enemy. So the dude up here is a jerk. And I am going to switch to my faster weapon. He's kind of a jerk. He's not, I don't know, he's not that bad. He's very quick though. He's very fast. His name is Ricard, and the implication is that, well, he's Ricard, Undead Prince, and based on the armor he is wearing, which is the same armor we are wearing actually. He is a Prince of Astora. I guess the sigil on this armor is similar to, or is the same as the symbol of Astora. Yeah, this guy's not too bad. He does have a decent amount of health, but he's not like especially difficult. I just need to not be careless and let him parry me. Oh, keep trying with those arrows. I have the high ground, Anakin. I have the high ground, Ricard. You idiot. Oh, there it is. Got the parry in. Did me in. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. That's alright, we're close. Got all the shortcuts opened up. Not a bad deal. All said and done. It's only our second death, which I'm very surprised by, frankly. Once we go back down there and start exploring around more, that is going to be... I think that will change rather quickly. So again, I'm really not certain, but I think this guy is just a regular. We're going to probably have to fight him again. Yep, there he is. There he is. Oh, and that other guy's back there too. Come here, big fella. Come here, big fella. What a fight for you. Hey! Run away! Oh! I walked right into that one. Walked right into that one. Alright, you idiot. Come on. Come on! I'm right here! I'm right here! Give him that shot! Ooh, 81 damage. Not bad. No. Stop that. Nice, we interrupted it before he was able to get home. Great con. Oh, that was lame. Come on, you big idiot. Let's win one more. I can't believe I let myself take the hit. That was real long, but he's dead now. Okay, so let's try this again. With the halberd. My only issue with the halberd, well, if I use its secondary attack, I don't really have room to do it. That's the problem. Is haha, you can't shoot for shit. What are you doing? Okay, well that worked for some reason. A lot of health, this Ricard. Okay, so I think he's got his guard up. I'm trying to figure out where he does the parry. Oh, it might be the buckler. I don't know, that's the tricky part. With guys with these weapon sets. So they're really quick and they got lots of options for parrying. Bucklers and stuff are awful. Some of the worst online players, and by worst I mean people who are, like, cheap. Will use parry weapons. because they just give you a huge advantage. Admittedly, there is a certain skill factor in it to learn how to parry, but they basically, like, if you it's like an automatic freaking kill shot. Ah, I got a itchy nose. Not now, nose. Not now. Yep, this guy was Prince of Astora, in all likelihood, and he got stricken with the old wanderlust. Came to Lordran, went hollow, and now he's a big jerk. And now he's dead. Ricard's rapier. Great. Ooh, we also definitely have enough souls now for another level. And okay, there's some chests up here. I don't think either of these are mimics, but let's check. You can check by just attacking a chest. And if it all of a sudden has big scary teeth, then you know it's a mimic. And you should back up. Well, actually, try and get a few cheap shots in before it stands up. Because if they grab you from the front, they bite you, and then they try and eat you. So I'm gonna go and spend the level. So there's like a few. Obviously, there's a few different ways that you can level. Some people like to hoard their souls and then just do a bunch at the same time. For me, it entirely depends on the area. An area like this, as soon as I can get to a bonfire and I have enough souls, I'm going to spend it so I don't lose them. And now that I don't have to go back over that way, it's fine if the big armored guy, the Barracan Knight, or Baranike Knight, sorry. Baranike. We're gonna have to kill him again. So we're gonna do an endurance eye on this one. Just keep pushing those up. We're gonna have a look around down the inside, since we're pretty much done up top for the moment. That was done. Okay, we're gonna win, and now that we've got the shortcuts opened up, and I don't have a lot of souls to lose, we've got our bonfires. I can, we can afford to be a little thorough now. We're not gonna have to do a million years worth of backtracking if we die, because we have access to pretty much the entire fortress. So we're gonna kind of take a leisurely look around. Or I suppose as leisurely as you like to get in Dark Souls. Kind of backtrack for some items and stuff. Hello. Fight all these really horrible creatures again. But it will let us get some souls, which is always good. You know, get some more levels. Because if we're able to get through this as well as we have so far, I would just as soon be as prepared as possible for Anor Londo, because man, is the first sort of half of that level awful. There's a lot of really narrow catwalks that are very easy to get knocked off of. All in all, not a great experience. So we're trying to backtrack to our boulder room here. So he's surely getting knocked out. See, it moves around a little bit. What we're going to do now, I don't know. See, the thing about this place is there's so many different ways you can go, and I generally try and get through as quickly as possible. That this is going to be, I don't have the whole area memorized like I do some of the other places. So, this could be kind of interesting. Having an old gander. An old gander mander. Okay, well that doesn't matter. That goes to that elevator, which, again, as I've said, is untrustworthy. Oh, we have to knock the wall in again? Okay, well, I guess we are going back up if we can. Will it allow us? Yes, it will. Like, this place is great. Like, I don't know if anybody has seen Galaxy Quest, or if they remember, if they have seen it. All the talk of the chompy thingies, like this whole castle is the chompy thingies personified. It is the chompy thingies as a video game level. It's like Indiana Jones, like Temple of Doom levels of overly complicated booby traps and precarious pitfalls, which is hilarious. Okay, so guy's dead, hole in the wall. We've got our cage key, and now we're gonna meet another NPC who goes by the name of Big Hat Logan. Oh, what? You're not dead? Okay, well, apparently he's not dead. Now he is. Close enough. So got this big old hole knocked in the wall. And there's Big Hat Logan. We'll come back for him in just a second. We're going to open up this old chest down here. Pillaged corpse. Soul of a hero. Great. Let's take a look. Let's get a look at the view. Praise the sun. Anyways, back to business. We gotta go here and get Big Hat Logan.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sources.
Well, Logan, I know from past experience that I'm not smart enough to learn sorceries. But I'll let you out anyways, because you're cool. And you have a quest line.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe.
You're welcome.
And I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firling Shrine.
Great, see you there.
Meet me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
See you there, Logan. Okay, so Big Hat Logan. He's formerly of the Dragon School of Vinheim, which is a very notable nation of sorcerers, but the school itself is the most prominent school of the study of sorcery in all the lands. And Logan became undead over 100 years ago, and his study of sorcery has allowed him to, and he's an undead, so and undead are effectively immortal. But all he really does is he just travels Lordran seeking knowledge and wisdom and new sorceries and things like that. And we've got yet another NPC. I need to deal with this snake woman first, so she don't kill me. I'm very nervous that those boulders are falling down. Even though it doesn't usually just switch it while you're already standing there. It's only going to switch if you walk away far. But if can we see him from up here? We can't see him quite yet, but he's down there. Oh boy, is he down there? Or he should have been. Oh, maybe he's gone now. We missed him. I think I did things in the wrong order. That's okay. He's just progressed on his own. That's fine. We'll run into him again. But Sigmire's supposed to be down there. And I think what I did was I got the shortcut. And I think that's what triggers him to leave. So that's kind of annoying. But we'll run into him again. You know, we'll run into Sigmire again. And we've got the Shote, which is a very high dexterity, very quick weapon. Very good for parrying, is my understanding. Ooh, look at that beautiful visceral attack. You got freaking impaled, fool. Ow, we're gonna die. Yep, dang it. The thing with Dark Souls is there's no saves, so I can't backtrack and get Sigmar there anyways. So that's okay. He shows up a lot, so we'll run into him again. And all that really happens is he talks about how he's stuck by the boulder, and he's, oh gosh, I can't go anywhere because I'm Sigmar. And honestly, brains are not my forte. Okay, so. Oh, I don't get hit by anything. Bye, stupid. No, why would we do the kick? Big old poor blow. Oh god, this was foolish. Yep, there it was. I knew it. I knew that was dumb. That's alright, we didn't lose too many souls. That's what happens when you get greedy, kids. I knew I should have waited. I didn't want to get hit by those guys, though. I was rushing it. And as usual, Dark Souls punishes you when you try and rush. You don't have to be, like, super methodical, you just can't be an idiot, is basically what it comes down to. But there's, like, some other items and some other things I want to see in here before we move on with the game. Oh, God, camera, you almost freaking ruined me there. That was brutal. Oh, my God. That was the worst. Alright, we're going to take this little shortcut here. Just have to make sure I don't get impaled on spikes. Does it not come up this high? I guess it doesn't come up this high unless you activate it, maybe? I don't know. I thought it would be up here by now. There are also no chains, so maybe it doesn't come up this way. I'm conflicted. I'm trying to decide, debate whether or not it's worth dropping down here. I feel like this is almost certain death. Because I can't see a bottom. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I feel like that is very stupid. So instead, we're going to do this, I guess, sort of the proper way. Although here, we can do this, get a little bit of a shortcut, drop down, kind of skip some bad guys. Run across. Great, 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 great. Whoa. Okay, so what else is there? I guess we go this way. I guess we go this way. I'm going to turn this though because maybe I don't know. Okay, because there's if we shoot this way, it's supposed to follow this path down and open up another kind of shortcut thing. But honestly, I have always found that you have to go and like get eyes on it first before that mechanic will trigger. So we're going to go down and just kind of have a look around and see what we can see. That was phenomenal, this. No lightning for you. Let's over this way. Let's take a look see here. We're just gonna enjoy ourselves, you know, have a good old-fashioned look around. great. Okay, that'll open this door. Phenomenal. Oh, some sorceries and some clothes. Let's open up this little door here. That's good. That's good. That's sort of a short. This is kind of a shortcut. Somebody's mad at me. I don't know who. Kill that guy. Go through here. Comfort? I don't think so. That looks pretty bad. What's this? I'm gonna get a good look here before we drop down. Oh, it's this frickin' place. Okay, well, am I gonna do this? Am I gonna drop down here? No, I'm not gonna go down there just yet. So what we're gonna do. So usually the way this horrible thing works is once you come down here, it starts to turn this way. But I don't hear it. I'm just trying to be very cautious because these boulders can be real bastards. So yeah, what happens is this thing is supposed to fill up and it'll knock a hole in that wall. This is where the mimic is, so we're not going to mess with that just yet. I want to kind of, before we get into some of the real serious business, okay, because sometimes this automatically just changes. Please go away, Mr. Snake. I think it's like 5 or 6 of them have to go down there before we can go. I'm just going to give it a while. Just to be sure. So, what's everybody been doing with their quarantine? Sound off in the comments if you've done anything especially interesting. Or if you've done something incredibly boring. I don't care. What's going on, guys? Say hello. I want to say I just heard the wall explode. I don't know. I'm going to give it a couple more. I'm going to give it a couple more and see what happens. Look at all these complicated gears and things up here. This is eating sandwiches. What kind of sandwich? So my hope now is that this has done the thing. Yes, it has. A ham sandwich. You got any cheese on it? Or are you some sort of cheeseless heathen? Okay, this is a really good item. The covetous gold serpent ring. This is a super nice item to have for farming humanity, which is something that we will do probably off stream. I will show. There's a good part in the sewers, the depths, that is very good. Try jumping. How about no? That is very good for farming humanity. Okay, so now that that's taken care of. Ah, dude. Pepper Jack. Pepper Jack's a good cheese. Honestly, the things being they are, I've just been getting whatever cheese packets there are. I'm not too picky about my cheese slices. Mimic, you prick. Okay, Okay, this guy might kill us because they are pretty terrible. If they grab you, and look how horrible this thing looks. It's actual nightmare fuel. It's like Slender Man if he had a box on his head instead of no face. Like, look at those teeth. It's terrifying. That big, gross tongue. And I think I'm at a point in the game, too, where if this guy grabbed me, I would just die. I think he would just eat me. That's the movie does to eat you. So you gotta try and get out of the way of that nonsense, because, ugh. Fortunately, mimics are pretty slow. They do have some really dumb attacks. They have, like, this crazy, like, Jean-Claude Van Damme flying spin kick move they do. It looks super goofy because of how lanky they are. Okay, it sounds like this thing is not screwing me this time. Sometimes this will just switch. Okay, so we've gotten all that. Oh, God! Oh, duh. Wow. This is going very well. I'm very pleased with this. So the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring is one of the really big items to get in here because, again, it makes getting humanity so much easier. And it's much easier to get. And the big reason why you need humanity is it's what lets you reverse hollowing, so you can summon in NPCs and online players to help in fights and stuff. Very good to have. Not necessary, I think, by any means, but definitely incredibly useful. Ow! Go away. Stop it. What? That wasn't a death? There we go. Now you're dead. Ooh, drop something. What you got on you, bud? A Man-Serpent Greatsword. That's like the name of a death metal album. Man-Serpent Greatsword. And it's got a guy on the front who's got long, like, ratty black hair and sunken eyes, and he's got a huge sword on it in his hands. The hilt is a snake. It's a cobra. Alright, now let me try and remember how to get back. Is that way? Yes, this way. Okay, so we've got that. What other things are there to look around? I guess there's this other horrible place we could go. I'm not looking forward to it because there's 3 Titanite demons down there. But there are some items we can try and run around and get. It might not be worth it. I don't know. This is one of those times where if you're going to look around a very dangerous area, it's good to do it when you don't have very many souls, because you can die a bunch and not really lose that much. It sucks when you try and come through areas like this and you've got like 50,000 souls or more, and then you die and you try and get back to it, but you really just want to get your souls, so you're being an impatient fool, and then you die and you lose everything. So this part really sucks. Definitely optional, but it's kind of a secret thing. There's lots of items down on the ground there, so you can see there's a Titanite demon all the way at the bottom. There's another one out here. You can see all the way over there, and there's another one through a doorway down that way. Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. We've gotten a lot of the really good items. A lot of them there's weapons and some souls and things. And gosh, honestly, it's just not worth it. Typically. Oh, hello, friend. Thanks. Freaking. So here's what we're gonna do. Rather than drop down there and take a whole bunch of damage and not necessarily know if I'm gonna be able to get out alive, I'm just gonna do a homeward bone and we're gonna get back on track. Is it time for reverse hollowing? It is time to reverse hollowing. So I need to crack open a humanity here. Oh, look at that! Somebody's here already. That's cool. We are gonna go back though, because I want to level up my sword before we fight the boss. So despite the fact that we already have a very helpful friend, we are going to backtrack a bit. We are going to take a shortcut. Ooh, we can kill that guy too. We can fight him with some souls. What do you think? Should we fight him? Should we fight the boulder dropping man? Oh, that's embarrassing. I got stuck on that wall real bad. What do you think, everybody? Should we fight this guy? Should we do it? We're not going to do it. If we do... Okay, yes, alright. We'll come back in a second, though, because I still want to go down and do this other thing first, because if we die against him, I will lose my humanity. And not that I don't have a few to spare, but... Oh god! We are being invaded! That's horrible. Vicky Sugar. You're a terrible person, Vicky Sugar. You're a terrible person. Run! I don't want to be invaded. But I don't want to be invaded. On the plus side, I think she's probably way up high. Oh no, because we're being invaded, I can't backtrack all the way. It's terrible news. And I'm being chased by snakes. Ah! This is awful. Yeah, retreat, coward. I challenge thee. Alright, this is a predicament, because I really don't want to fight an invader, and I don't want to have to go back all the way through that stupid castle. Oh. I saw a red name up there. I hope they fall off and die. That's my hope. Oh, are you coming back now? I was really just trying to go to Andre, guys. That's all I wanted to do, and now we've been invaded, and I've got snake people to deal with. This was really not... This did not go the way I had envisioned it. Yeah, run away. This is horrible. This is a significant inconvenience. I see you up there. I saw the red there in the horrible invader's red name up inside the castle somewhere. You need to leave me alone. Ooh, got a friend. Ow! God dang it. I've encountered a setback. That's right. We'll get through it. I know we can do it. Oh, blah. We can do it! Oh, Vicky Sugar is still running around. Oh. Vicky Sugar! Vicky Sugar! Does the name go away? Yes, they did. That is unfortunate. That's always a fun way to turn the tables on invaders. Summon in an ally. Where you be? Oh, there's an item over there we haven't gotten. What kind of a person do you have to be to invade someone in Sen's Fortress? You know what kind of person you have to be to invade someone inside of Sen's Fortress? The kind of person that's protesting a stay-at-home order. You're a terrible human being if you decide to do this. Because this really is just like one of the worst parts of this entire game. And thank goodness I've been through it before, because if I hadn't, I don't think we'd be anywhere close to being done. That was stupid. Now you're dead. Clever. Okay, so where's that item? It's all the way over there? How do we get that? I don't think I can really go back over for a second. I feel like I've probably got to, like, yeah, I thought there was one there. No, it's not extreme. It's not at all. You've never played through this. It's not extreme. They're terrible person. They're still here, too. Usually the people will leave after a certain point. They're just, like, hiding. Like a coward. Like a snake in the grass. There they are. Hello. Hello, invader. You look like you're gonna be fun. And by fun, I mean horrible. Yep, okay, fine. After you, sir. I've got a snake person that wants to try and kill me. So I'm gonna deal with that first. Dude, come on. Here we go. Running. Come on, you coward. Face me on the bridge of death. Oh, he's got some real powerful pyromancies. That's excellent. Wow, that is truly awful. Look at this person. Look at this! Look how horrendously outmatched I am. This is why invaders are the worst people. Just do it! Just kill me already, you bastard! Ugh. Yeah. Like, why? Good, you idiots. Oh, goodness. That is okay. That is acceptable. That was really just like the worst possible timing for that. going? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm trying to get up to that stupid shortcut. God damn it. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Snake Man! Look. Thank you. Whoa! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I turned around right into that blade. So I wanted to go back to Andre, but now I'm curious about how I get to that frickin' other item. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth spending a ton of time on. I think I should probably just go back. Gotta run past everyone. You'll never catch me, Snake Man. Thank goodness. The thing I've been trying to do this whole dang freaking time. Okay. Thank dang goodness.
Well, you need anything?
Need anything forged? No. Reinforced weapon? Question mark? Yes, I want to do this guy. So I need 4 Titanite shards. Purchase item. Let's do it. Reinforce armor. That'll help.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us will.
That'll help. Let me just see if I got anything I need to put away here. Oh wow. Sweet. I wonder if that's enough to get me a level. One of these days, we're going to have to go back and visit Snuggly the Crow, but I haven't done my proper diligence on what things I should bring to them. Because if we go to them, they will give us some items for exchange, and it's kind of a goofy, annoying process, but you can get some kind of nice stuff out of it if you put in the time to figure out what you need to do. Okay, so I don't need that with me, I don't want that with me, I don't want that with me. I mean, that's a pretty good effect, where it produces no sound whatsoever. But we'll keep the rest of those on us. Okay. Dangus delves yet again into the belly of Sen's fortress. Man, I can't believe I missed the Sigmire thing. That's alright. We'll run into him again. And I'm gonna just run by all of this crap. Since we can just jump in the thing now that we've got a shortcut. Ugh. Now look. Goodbye! Take the shortcut all the way to the top. Gotta go over to the bonfire thing so I can get my hollowing reversed. And we're gonna kill a level boss, and then he's gone. Where did he go? I was literally just about to say, I'm gonna go kill the level boss and then we can come back here and fight this guy, but he's not here, so I don't know what to say about that. Maybe he got bored. Maybe he's retired. Damn it. Oh, going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way this whole time, like an idiot. I'm very confused about where that guy went. Never seen that before. I wonder if it's just bugging out. Because it sounds like there's somebody over there still. It just sounds like it might be glitching. Dark Souls Remastered is, admittedly, a pretty lazy remaster. It's basically just a graphical update, and they fixed some of the frame rate issues. There are a couple areas in the game, I guess, with the original version of the game where the frame rate issues make things unplayable nearly. That's the boss. That big old giant guy over there, that big old axe thing. So that'll be fun. Well, I'm doing everything all out of order. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Oh yeah, that was excellent. I gotta reverse some hollowing. Reverse hollowing. Great. Now it's boss time. Boss level. There he is. I knew that was kind of a weird bug. Okay. Again, we will come back and deal with him once we have finished the boss. And we will, I think, barring these next two fights being stupid hard. And they're not. They shouldn't be. We shouldn't have. But we should be able to make a little bit of headway through Enrolando. Hopefully, well, if I'm streaming till 5, it might be pushing it to hope that we'll get through the really hard stuff. But we'll see. If I can, I will. And I'll have some... certainly won't finish the whole level with, what, an hour and 20 minutes to spare. But we will get there, so we won't miss any of the lore. I'll make sure I'll have that research prepared for next time. Okay, so now we gotta go get our friend, NPC man, whose name is Iron Tarkus. He is one of the Baranike Knights, and he is especially strong. His suit of armor, for his size, was the heaviest in the entire order of the Knights of Baranike. And he's actually one of the few people who made it all the way through Sen's Fortress, which is why we can summon him. And we will run into him again once we get to Anor Londo. But for now, this is what we get. And sometimes, if you have a look around, there'll be a second person maybe to summon in. Oh, Iron Tarkus. Oh, Iron Tarkus. Thank you. Weakness, heal. That is very true. Alright, so I need to just very briefly pop some stuff on here because this is going to be useful. Okay, I think we're good. Traverse the white light. No cutscene. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a cutscene for this or not. Look at this guy. Look how big he is. Okay, this is not important for this. I'm sure it's just my sword. Which I think I can still manage to do. Yes. This will be a lot better. The trick is to hit him in the heel a bunch of times, and he will fall over and just wail on him. But it doesn't hit quite hard, so for obvious reasons it can fail. And it's not like we're not doing damage to him, you know, like while he's standing, but it's just so much easier to throw his head and knock him over. Oh, Tarkus, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Whoa, he still does a fair bit of damage with that huge sword of his. Done for. Easy enough. That thing, I'm not touching it yet. I'll touch it in a minute. Just be patient. I ain't touching it yet. It's not time. Not if especially if we're gonna go back and fight this other dude. Gonna go fight this other dude. Do. Okay, the one thing, I don't know if I've mentioned this before about boss fights and summoning people in for assistance. If you beat a boss, you can no longer summon people in an area. So that affects co-op. I think the co-op is a little different in Dark Souls 3. I think you still can summon people in. But I don't know. Alright, so this is going to be kind of a gamble. Switch to let's do that. Okay, so this is another one that's going to require a bit of a run up to make. Oh, I mistimed that quite poorly. That was hilarious. I did get that though. The sniper crossbow and the sniper crossbow bolts. I saw you back there, but guess what? I don't care about you. I don't care about you today, Baldur. Oh, let's level up too. Let's not lose any of these souls. I didn't realize I even got in that fight. Alright, so let's see here. I need to increase my strength. Right, where's my equipment load? Is it vitality? Endurance? Endurance. Okay, let's get the endurance up. Couple points. I am also going to pop those souls. That's a couple of levels easy. Excellent. Up. Let's do a couple in strength. Do a little more damage. Maybe I can use some of the other components. 35 out of 66. Do I... Damn, I'm still getting the slow roll. I'm really trying to get this armor going. Still doing the fat boy roll. That's annoying. I've put a lot of points into this. That doesn't happen. But it's still happening. It's alright. We'll get there. Because I would like to wear this full suit of armor without being penalized in having a real slow roll and movement speed. And there's a ring that can help circumvent that a little bit, but the guy who's got it is that dude Havel the Rock, and he's a freaking tank. There we go. We made it. Alright, so this fight can be kind of stupid. I might die because I don't have a way to cheat. Fortunately, I didn't get decent hair. I can just drop down that hole. Oh, here we go. He's doing his thing. Oh my god, camera. I'm stuck under him. I can't get out. Okay, I don't have the sword. Equipped like I thought I did. This is one of those fights where I think having the camera locked on is unfortunate. It's to our disadvantage. Come here, sir. Oh, you got tiny feet. Look at those little feet for how big he is. I mean, they're like the size of me, but for how big he is, they're real small. Ow! That is not what was meant to happen there. Dang it. Ah, look, and he did his thing too. That's annoying. Alright, try again. Try again. We'll fight him. I'm doing really good on deaths today. I'm really surprised. I was honestly anticipating dying a hell of a lot more than I have. Because, as I said, I usually just get through this place as quickly as possible, then come back later when I'm way more leveled up and powerful to find all the secrets and things. But since I don't want to really repeat areas too much on the stream, we're doing it this way. I should really use the sword for this. I think that would be the role I'm fighting. This guy also has a sweep attack for its primary, so it's a little more likely to not miss like that. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, that's unfortunate! Happened again, I'm stuck. Freaking follows me everywhere. It's alright. It's alright. I'm doing okay. Oh, that was foolish. I should have used that time to heal. Ow, 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 ow! God dang it, he freaking follows me. He starts going in a different direction, and then he freaking... Oh, okay, well that was... meh. Now that guy's dead. So... if I drop down here, I'm not gonna die, am I? Dark Souls is real punishing about fall damage. Okay, good. I didn't die. Homeward Bone! Excellent. Well, I think we're done with Sen's Fortress for the moment. I know there are a few more items in here, but they're honestly not worth... they're not worth it, really, for how hard they are. They're not weapons I'm planning on using. You know, there's a few of, like, those braves... What? Well, that's a bummer. I thought he was a mini-boss. I'm not doing that again. But we are going to go on to Anor Londo now that we've done most of the important stuff here. Those Titanite demons, again, as I've said 100 times, are just oftentimes not worth fighting until you're a much higher level than each one of them is the first time you see it, because they're bastards. So we'll deal with them another time. I may do it off stream for leveling. We're going to go to Anor Londo now. The City of the Gods. It's where Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his family, with his 3 children and the other gods, dwelt for many ages, until Gwyn sacrificed himself to rekindle the first flame when it was fading the first time. And now it is a place of myth and legend, and that is where we are heading. Get ready for some ugly dudes. Oh god, I'm being abducted. Help! Help! I'm being kidnapped. That would be such an uncomfortable way to be carried through the air. Somebody grabbing you by the frickin' arms and just like pulling you up. Look at it. It's beautiful. Look how huge it is. It goes on forever. City of the Gods. This is where Gwyn built the city after he defeated the everlasting dragons and brought about the Age of Fire. There's a lot of stuff here. It is a very difficult and tricky area to navigate until you get the shortcuts opened and the bonfires all activated, and I cannot see us getting to the boss fight here. These guys are, again, another enemy that's worth a lot of souls, but pretty kind of difficult, and I want to get to the bonfire before we start messing with stuff. And I just don't think our weapon is powerful enough to really make it worth fighting those guys. They guard a bunch of chests, so we are going to fight them eventually, but I think since I'm just going to try and get across the bridge. Kind of keep things simple here. Repairs are doing okay. You don't actually need to really repair anything. That's fine. This is the Firekeeper here. She's someone I'll do some research on for next time, and we will talk about it. But she's been here for a very long time. She is a devotee of Guinevere, who is the ruler of Anor Londo at present. daughter of Gwyn, Princess of Sunlight. And she's not the boss, actually. She is a friendly NPC sort of character, and but we won't be able to talk to her until we finish the area. She will give us the Lord Vessel, but we have to defeat her protectors first. Ornstein and Smough, or Smo, or Smoch, or something. It's a name that nobody knows how to say. I like the sound of Ornstein and Smough, though, because they're a package deal. Fat Boy and Pikachu, as they're also known. Remember these guys? We fought some of these guys before. Now, they're just a mini-boss. Wow, I'm really, like, just having a hard time hitting this guy. I'm gonna get my sword out. I'm gonna back up here. Back up, I'm going to switch back to the sword. The halberd is good, but nothing really beats the trusty old longsword. Eventually I'll be able to, like, get some real good weapons and stuff, but... Oh. You cut off their tails, they've got silly tail axe weapons that are super dumb. They like flex when you swing them. I'm being kind of careless with this guy, especially for how little damage I'm doing. I just want to get this tail though, because it'll also get rid of one of his weapons. He's not being too terribly difficult to fight. Sometimes these guys can be a real pain in the ass. This is also a very popular place for invasions, so I will very rarely go through this area with my hollow in reverse, unless I've got some real good gear, because, Jesus, people like to invade me in this area. And it's easy to. I can see why. Like, once we get that platform down level with this bridge, it's basically just a straight shot. There's nowhere else to go. Oh, and we get 10 Estus flasks when we start here. That's incredible. There we go. Tail axe. It's a very stupid weapon, but it's really funny. So I'll probably just break it out for novelty purposes at some point. When I'm not fighting an enemy that's actually going to kill me. Like if I don't try. Oh, lightning breath! That's cool. I forgot that they had that. Yeah, the other guy said fire breath. Yeah, run away, you coward. You cowardly dog. We're actually not doing too bad. I've only used one Estus against this guy so far, and he's got like half his health left. Okay, you can cut that out. That was very close. So, I'm going to try and maybe for next time, try and find out, or once I kill this guy, I can look it up for you. Find out some information on the Belfry Gargoyles. It's something that I completely have spaced on reading about. I think they're probably creations of Seath. I think it's probably the safe bet, but I don't know, so I'll look into it in just a minute here. Once this guy's dead. Die! Beast! Ooh, we got the helmet and the shield from him, so we'll get the halberd from the next guy. That's great. So, give me just a second here. I'm going to look up the Belfry Gargoyles. See if I can find anything good. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but I just want to see what there is to know. Because most of the weird stuff in this game, it's pretty safe to assume that Seath the Scaleless created, because he was a weirdo and did all kinds of creepy experiments on things. But let's see here. Free Gargoyles. Dark Souls. Oh, are these the Belfry Gargoyles from Dark Souls 2? Yes. I don't want the ones from Dark Souls 2. I want the ones from this game. Oh, God. Alright, stop that. No, please go away. I'm not interested in downloading the apps. I just want to look at the page. For goodness sakes. Okay, well that's not what I want. I want the first. I don't want Dark Souls 2. I want Dark Souls. Dark Souls Gargoyles. Let's see here. Trying to look for some lore. What do we got? What do we got? I don't care about the attacks. I just want to know what we know about them. Yeah, but nothing on here. That'll take a little more digging than I want to spend time on in the middle of the stream. So, we are going to get back to business as scheduled. Just a second. In just a moment. Okay, back on track. So, as you can see, this platform is sort of our means across, but there's no way to do that. So, we're going to go back and go through. Honestly, I don't think this part is too bad. You just really have to be paying attention and not being overly zealous in your actions, because it's very easy to fall off of things. There's a chest around here as well that I'm going to run around and grab. Drop down here. I think it's this way to the chest. Might be around the other way. We will see. Nope, I was right. Great. Perfect. Demon Titanite. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's like the only nice looking place in Dark Souls. No, there isn't. Okay. So it is on to the first of two sets of nightmare catwalks. Be very careful. And now this is totally the thing that I honestly don't know if I would have figured out if I hadn't watched somebody else play this through this part of the game first. I would have started looking around, But I think I would have just seen this and just assumed that this was not the way to go. But this is the way to go, and you need to be very careful the whole way up, because even when you drop down here and you think you're safe, there's still always a chance that you'll get pushed off by gravity or something. Alright, so we're through that. You come over here and deal with these pricks. These quick jerkwads. These guys are real fast. They don't do a ton of damage, but again, very quick. And if you don't, when you get overconfident with them, they will do a lot of damage to you in a very short amount of time. Especially if you have low stamina and they start flipping around like that. I'm being very dumb. Good thing I've only used one Estus so far. They're very quick. But they've got very little armor, so once you can start laying the hits on, there's not a lot they can do to stop. Stop the damage coming in. But this part sucks. It's very, you just have to be very patient, very careful, and don't run, and don't make any wild swings, and try and position yourself in the most tactically advantageous way. I like to use these corners and stuff because it gives you just a little bit more room to move around. Now, another good thing to have in here is a ranged weapon, which I don't believe... Yeah, I don't have a high enough dexterity to do. Because the best thing to do in here is to try and just one at a time lure these guys towards you to minimize the risk of having to fight more than one of them at a time. But see, this is how we do this. Just make sure, try and get us just into a spot where you're as far away from the ledges as possible. Do not, I wouldn't like string attacks together, because if you do start stringing attacks together and that happens, the camera will almost certainly pull you off. And there are infamous catwalks in Dark Souls that people talk about, and surprisingly, it's not these. So cut that down. That'll drop an item that we can get later when we can get down to that part of this cathedral church thingy. But for now, we can't. We can't get there just yet, so. But now it's down there. Look, you. Stop throwing that. Look at all the bloodstains here. Those are people who've died. Look at that. That's insane. Look, dingus. Oh! There we go. Ha! You died too. That's unfortunate. That's okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Killed the gargoyle. And we don't have a ton of backtracking to do. And once you get over onto that side, you can open up that platform and it makes getting across a lot easier. However, there's not another bonfire for a while in this level. There's lots of like looping back around and opening up shortcuts and stuff, so I think there's only, God, like 2 bonfires, maybe? 3? I want to say there's 3 bonfires in this level. Which I guess is pretty typical, but this is a very difficult area, and it involves a lot of like backtracking and having to kind of go up on one side of a wall and down on the other side of it to get to the place you need to go, and sort of a lot of things like that. I'm being brave running up this thing like this, but whew. Come down here, fool. I dare thee. Face me, coward. Easy enough. No armor makes those guys... If they had armor, I don't know. Ugh, it would be horrible. God, we've got so far to go to get our green, to get our souls back. Just be very careful. No sudden moves. You idiot! Oh, God. I love when they do that. That makes everything so much easier. I would just hate to imagine being the guy that's part of this, like, cult in here. That's like, alright, Steve, it's your turn to take the watch upon the catwalks today. And you're like, why? Like, no, why do we have to do that? Why do I have to go up there and walk on these precarious-ass catwalks? There's no reason for it. Can't we just stand down on the elevator? Or on the ladder? No, we gotta guard the catwalks, you know, where this is like an evil base. You know, we've gotta guard all the most precarious access points, because even though we've blocked off all of the really accessible ones, we've decided that it's in our best interest to make things accessible, but only if you go through just like the worst trials and tribulations to get there in the first place. We want them to get in, you know, because like, we want them to see, you know, what's the point of having a villainous lair if people don't get to show it off? At least that's how I think the conversation must go. Because, I mean, seriously, except for that guy and the two guys down on the other end, like, those two guys in the middle that we just fought, like, dude, that would be horrific. I would never want to... Like, I hope they told these guys before they joined this cult that, like, yeah, sometimes you're going to have to stand up on a precarious-ass fucking catwalk thing. It's just part of the deal. Everyone has to do it. I would turn it down. And that's Guinevere, Princess of Sunlight. And we'll, obviously it's a statue of her, but we'll meet the real one. Probably next stream. I think it's safe to say. Now there's this thing down here, and you go, oh boy, there must be something down here, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing down here except for this guy. Oh, there's more stairs down. Do these go anywhere? I don't know. Let's find out. Not really. Here. What's here? I don't understand. Oh, but can you jump down from here? I don't want to do that. That sounds dangerous. That sounds dangerous. That being said, I know this name. Our name is Dangus, but it's not the same as dangerous. Dangerous Dangus. That's his new name. We did it, guys. We did it. Now there's a lever back there, but we don't need to mess with that right now, because what we need to mess with is that thing. Look, you can see the other gargoyle. Look, he's already trying to come and fight us. Too bad he can't fall off. That would be nice. Give her an old push. Now look at that. Full access all the way across. We just gotta fight this stupid man. Southern Gargoyle. Oh, God! Strong opener. Strong opener. But not strongly enough. Take that, fool. Oh, I really thought he was about to fly off there. I was really looking forward to that. Dark Souls is one of those games. Ah! You no longer have your tail, and you've fallen! Oh, that was lame. I was really trying to get a drop attack on him there with that. That was a perfect opportunity for it, and he flew up just at the wrong time. What about here? Okay, 106 damage, I'll take it. You fool! You fell down again! Oh no, that was dumb. I knew he was gonna do it, and I still tried to get the drop attack anyways. That was my own fault. My own fault. Hello, friend. Oh my gosh. Alright. Thanks, camera. The old Dark Souls camera, at it again. Ow! Oh, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I thought that was going to do a lot more damage than I actually did. Okay, alright, that's enough of that now. That's enough of that. Ow! Lightning! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Oh, thank you. Ow. Alright, this is the tables are turning here. I'm not having a good time with this. He's almost dead, and I would just like for you to die. What was that? He just flew inside the wall. Yeah. And the halberd. The gargoyle's halberd is great. I don't think I'm strong enough to use it just yet, though. I'll check in a second. There's a secret bonfire down here. I don't know if I can... I have to turn the thing. Oh, great. Here's the bottom of the cathedral. And there's something in here that we're going to do later. It's an optional area. And I'll come back for it when we're more prepared, because it's pretty hard. But let's go through here and clear these guys out. Get some Souls action, you know? Let's do it. Anyone over there trying to flank me? No? Yeah. Why don't you come over here, dingus? There's a lot of guys in here, and honestly, your best bet is to try and just take them on in like groups of 1 or 2. Trying to rush in here and fight all these guys is very stupid. So we're going to just do our best here to pick them off one at a time. Again, this is another situation where it would be very useful to have a ranged weapon that works, but I'm not dexterous enough to use ranged weapons yet, so I've got to level up a little bit first. Yeah, come on. 2 at a time, I can take 2 of you. The trick is to not let them turn your back to the other one so they can do like that and hit you with those freaking throwing knives. Oh, what? Okay. Sliver me timbers. Okay. Oh, I got a knife in my face. That's pretty awesome. Oh, you dodged. Yes. Very good. Very good indeed, you dog. Come in. Yeah. Working our way through them. Gonna getting there, getting there. Couple more here. Oh, you sneaky bastard. Patience, my son. Patience. Great sorcery, magic weapon. If you're into that sort of a thing. So I will explain the lore of this sort of little off-side cathedral thing when we come back to do the optional area another time. It'll be later for sure, like a few sections down the road. It's pretty tough. But it is very cool, and I've recently learned a lot of new interesting lore bits. But it has to do with this painting. And we'll just come back and have a look at that another time. We need a special item anyways to get it. And I will also show you where we can find that item. Oh my god, you frickin' roly bastard. Are you joking? Of course the last one in here is going to put up the hardest fight. Look at this, this is crazy. Stop. Fucking punk. Got him. Okay, cool. That's in the bag. We've got enough souls for another level. Remember I said we were going to run into Iron Tarkus again? Whap. Whap. That's all his stuff. So, he must have gotten through Sen's Fortress, found this cathedral, and been killed by the painting guardians. So a sad end to an NPC friend. Which is pretty common in Dark Souls, frankly. Most of the NPCs meet pretty grisly deaths, or at least depressing ones. But you've got to sort of keep in mind that we are still in the pretty early stages of this game as far as tasks that need accomplishing. We've only really gotten one sort of done, and that's ringing the 2 bells. Our next one is getting the Lord Vessel, which is inside that big old freaking cathedral. And you can see there's a nice big front door there, but since this is Dark Souls, being able to open that door from the outside, that's far too easy. And so you've got to go around and do a bunch of horrible crap, and I think before we do, because there is serious potential to lose souls in this next leg here, and I'll be surprised if this goes smoothly, because this is, I think, as far as single stretches of game, this next part is the hardest, because there's a lot of it that comes down to chance. And there's not a lot of fight you can fight, but man, why would you? Why would you, given the challenges that are about to face us? And if you thought those catwalks were freaking precarious inside the cathedral, you ain't seen nothing yet. Blah! And girls and non-gendered folk, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. I think this is probably universally the most, hated part of this game. Because there's just so much of it that is out of your hands, and there's so little that you can do. Let's go. We'll put a point in Dex, might as well, right? I need to start getting my dexterity up anyways. So we'll hope that we've got better poise because of our Wolfring. I wonder if can we switch to a really big, heavy shield? Oh, I can't even. Oh God, look how slow I am to raise it. I can't lift it. That's not gonna work. Okay. And I hope you guys like this view, because we're going to be back here a few times. This is the only bonfire until we get through this next bit. And this next bit, as I've been saying forever, is probably the worst, 300 feet in the game. Once you get past it, it's not too terrible, because there's a bonfire, right inside the castle. But there's so much of this part that comes down to timing and chance, and it's stuff that you don't have a lot of control over. And I think it's safe to say that I think I've died here probably more than any other part of the game. I don't know for sure, but that would be a safe bet. Because it really is horrible. And I'm just going to kind of gird myself here for a moment. Got a half an hour left of the stream. And my God, am I really hoping that this goes sort of okay. Oh, if anyone's ever read any Dark Souls memes or done any Dark Souls reading, this is just an abysmal part of the game. And I'm not ready for it. Having difficulties with my streaming technology. One moment, folks. Yeah, it's just gonna be kind of laggy. Okay, I gotta run. Wow, that worked out really well. Again, I could fight those guys, but given what I know about how long it's going to frickin' take to get through this part of the game and how many times they're going to have to do it, it's not worth trying. Similar thing for a lot of these gentlemen, so we're just going to run. Farewell, everybody. I got really lucky there. Oh my god. Ow! Jerk face? Ah, fall off, you fools. Okay, so this part is the part that really sucks. These guys, so they're shooting, they're called Dragon Slayer bows. And they shoot basically just giant spears. And they do a ton of damage and will knock us off the ledge if they hit us. And there's another guy, can't really see from here. He's right there. And the trick is, and people have different ways of doing this, and I don't know if this is like an official way that has been discovered and posted online, but what I have found that can work, and will inevitably work, it's just a matter of how many times you have to die before it actually frickin' happens, is to get that gentleman all the way up there, who you can kind of see on the very edge of the corner of the building there. You get him to try to attack you with his sword over that gap, and he will fall off. And that's how I have been able to get past this part of the game most successfully. Because it's not worth trying to kill these guys, because you try and fight one, and the other one can shoot you. So what we've got to try and do is, like, see, that is brutal. Gotta, like that! Ah! First try! I cannot believe that happened first attempt! Oh my god, guys! Can you hang out with me every time I play Dark Souls? This is going very well today. I am so happy. That is the only time that has ever happened to me. The only time. Go away, Gravelord server, nobody wants you. God, guys. You're incredible. You're incredible people. That could not have gone any smoother. That was amazing. And now we have a bonfire. And Solaire's back. That's been so long, friend. You're here. You're here to protect me. Why can't I get the bonfire to talk to you first?
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings.
Solaire, that's bold.
Dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Guys, that was incredible. I don't know what you did, but whatever it was, it sure worked, because my gosh, I've never had it so easy coming through that part before. I've never made that without dying. Truly impressive. It's incredible. I'm flabbergasted. I have to just sit here and bask in that, because my goodness, was that an incredible feat. That's insane. I'm dumbfounded. wear the gargoyle helmet? Please tell me I can at least wear the gargoyle helmet. Yay, I can wear the gargoyle helmet. Okay, cool. I've got a little bit more armor, some damage resistances. God, these Gravelord servants really just need to go away. Nobody wants you here, guys. What's in here? Oh, hello, Silver Knight. Well, we're right next to him, so let's do it. So these are Silver Knights. If you remember, there are a couple of Black Knights down in the Undead Burg. And they look awfully similar to this guy. And that is because Black Knights are Silver Knights who left Anor Londo with Gwyn to assist him in linking the First Flame. When that happened, the Silver Knights were reduced to ash inside their own armor and became trapped. Their souls, I believe, became trapped within, and their armor was scorched by the First Flame, turning it black, and so they are haunted shells of these Silver Knights who are the eternal defenders of Anor Londo. Gwyn's first sort of servants. And these guys are not, they're tough, they do a lot of damage, but they're very methodical in their attacks, and so if you learn and are patient, you can learn when are the right moments to time your attacks. And a lot of time it'll be after those shield charges. The spear guys can be a little difficult for obvious reasons. They've got a lot of reach. And those shield charges will take away a ton of your stamina if you let them hit you. Blocked 100% of my damage. I hit the wrong button. I meant to block. Instead, I tried to parry, and I almost got stabbed. Just a little too early that time. Should have waited a little longer for the swing to go through. Got him. Nothing left from him, but we got a chest here. Let's make sure it's not a mimic, because I can't remember where all of them are here. I know there's like, I think there's 3 mimics in Anor Londo compared to the 1 only in Sen's Fortress. Dude, you need to stop. No one wants to summon the Gravelord servants in. You're the worst. So that was foolish. I knew there was going to be a 3rd attack. These guys have a 3 attack sequence. Once they get through all 3 attacks, it is safe to attack them. Foolish. See, that's how much damage those shield charges can do to your stamina if you let them hit you. They can do a lot. So if you're down some, and they hit you with one, it'll definitely stagger you. which can then be a big problem if they decide to hit you with all three of their attacks. Sorry, I'm concentrating here. I'm not talking to you. Okay, so there's a lot of doors in here. This is a shortcut that we have to go up to open, but it's a real nice one to have. And in here, I believe, is a Titanite demon who's an optional enemy. No, not in here. This is the shortcut, but I think there's a mimic here. Or sorry, this is a hidden area. Not a shortcut. Oh yeah, there's definitely a mimic down here. This is the place I remember. So there's a lot of chests down here. And you've got to be careful about which one you go for. Now, I think they've got it marked off properly that it's that guy, so we'll do him last, because there's some good stuff in here. It's all going to be too much for us to wear, but it's Havel's equipment. Or at least, you know, knights similar to what he wore, if nothing else. Havel was a knight of Gwyn. And so he's a hollow, he's an undead, he's been around for a long time, so on and so forth. And so he's got a lot of stuff here. Oh god. I really hate mimics. They're not difficult, but they just, like, at any God, dude, I cannot believe that dude did not just grab me with that. This one's got a lot of health, too. Look at that stupid, like, frickin' penalty kick that he does. Got a frickin' ant tickling my arm. Get off of me, ant! I ain't got time for tickly arms right now. Die, mimic! Woo! He hath been slain. And we got an occult club. I think it's a club that does dark damage, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad we got that we could do that. This Gravelord servant is really wanting somebody to summon them in. It's not gonna happen, dude. Sorry. Alright, so here's some more tricky stuff. So you can see that down there. However, cannot get there from this way. I think this is the Titanite demon, who again we are not going to fight. Oh no, it's that fellow and an item, so we are going to fight these guys. Where's the Titanite demon? I know there's one around here somewhere, in one of these weird side doors. We'll run into eventually. Ooh, you got stabbed! What the times? That was not the time to check the times. Wow, I don't understand how that didn't hit me, but I'll take it. Ow! That one got me, that's for sure. Ow! Oh, what in the heck? What the heck is going on here? I'm getting my ass kicked. What was that? Ugh. This is annoying. Dude, what the frickin' heck is going on here? Dude is absolutely working me right now. There we go. Give me that frickin' visceral attack. Are you kidding me? That was so dumb. Cannot be maybe twice just then. Okay, Soul of a Hero. Good find. Yeah, there's two. Excuse me. There's two mimics in here, and I got 10 minutes left. Yeah, frick you, Great Lord Servant. Trying to get him to do the freaking awful, like, Jean-Claude Van Damme spin kick thing he does. It's super weird and, like, uncanny valley, and I hate it. Ow! It's not fair! It's not fair you could do that! You could turn around while you're attacking me. There it is! So isn't that freaking weird looking with his physique? I think it's so strange. No, sir. No, sir, at all. You can't have it. Cool. One mimic down, one to go. I am, however, going to go back and hit the bonfire, refill my Estus, and come back up. Even though we're going to have to kill this stupid guy again down here. But that's fine. It's just one more guy. Oh, wrong way. Solar. Let's level up, shall we? Let's see, what are we gonna hit here? It's a dexterity again. I need to start really getting that bow sorted out. What level are we to? Let me check. 53. Nice. Not bad. Made a bunch of levels today. Yeah, this guy's gonna attack me anyway. Okay. Just had to confirm. I was wondering if maybe I could sneak past this gentleman, but nope. That was lame. So stupid. What am I doing? Every time, dude, I walk right into it. He keeps doing the exact same thing, and I keep responding the exact same way. I'm gonna get myself freaking killed. God damn. Got greedy. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. These are kind of tougher fights, and I don't have as good a gear as I would like. But given that there's only a few minutes left for the stream, I don't want to do a lot of backtracking. Kind of want to just clear some of this stuff out for next time, so it's just an easier, a little faster start. Because really, we've now gotten through, like, I would say, like, obviously, I think the rest of this level is pretty difficult, but I think, ow, dude, but I think, oh my lord, just letting this guy kill me. Yeah, he's 3 in my fucking Estus on that last dude, that's so annoying. I'm just trying to clear these guys out. So it's not the end of the world if I better reuse my Estus. Okay, I'm out of Estus, so I'm gonna go back down and fight that stupid knight again. But we're getting close to the end of the stream. I'm just gonna poke around a little bit and see what's around the corner up here. But then I think that's gonna be it for the day. Now our main goal is going to be to try and get back to I wonder if I run, how far this guy chases me. I wonder if he'll stop if I just run up these stairs. Nope, he does not stop chasing me. That is so annoying. Maybe he does? He is going back downstairs. Oh, oh, oh. No, he's not going back downstairs. He saw me. That's annoying. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to fight this guy again. For the 300th time. Wow! Why, man? I don't want to kick. I want to stab this prick. Stupid. Why do I keep thinking I can interrupt their attacks if I attack them first? I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have a heavy enough weapon. Just waste an Estus. That's the problem, isn't it? It is a waste of Estus when I still have a fair bit of ways to go before I can get to the before I can open the front doors and get my 10 Estus back. I just want you to die! God, I hate these dudes sometimes. Ow! God damn it! Ugh! Just die! Freaking bastard. There we go. Good lord. Sometimes, dude. Oh, frick yes. The Silver Knight Straight Sword. Okay, that kind of makes up for things. That's a very good weapon. What do I need to use it? Why can't I use it? .22 dexterity. Good lord. Oh, that's annoying. Aha! I opened the right door. I believe this is a shortcut as well. Yes. And we can just ignore that guy. He's a jerk. He's trying to attack us through the door, though. Farewell, you idiot. Oh, maybe this is a shortcut, too. Aha! I can. Fight me, you coward! Fight me! Come, beast! Sort of sloppy. Good lord. I freaking hate some of these enemies. Alright, I'm going to try something here. This is the last thing I'm going to try and do before we call it a day. I'm going to try and just run through. This dude is following me so far. Please leave me alone. Okay, well, I'm not going to do a bunch of the things here because I need to make sure I'm not going to mess things up because there's another Sigmire encounter. But that's the boss fog. And the front door is right below us. And I think this is a really good spot to stop. I'm in a safe little hidey hole sort of balcony thing, and from here we can actually take a look at a few things when we start next time. I will do some leveling before then, probably sometime next week, and that is going to be it. If anybody has any questions about lore or things that they'd like me to look up for next time, please let me know in the comments. And I will see you all soon. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. And have a nice afternoon.